Good morning and welcome back to Novopangea Beginner Guides. We're going to talk about upgrading your skilled workers, the process to do that, and really the benefits around it. Before we really talk about the resources it takes in order to upgrade your skilled workers, let's talk about the benefits first, because there's a lot of benefits, especially for progression and upgrading other items. Jumping back over to the game guide, which you can get, you saw from my previous video, if you go to your profile right there, you can go ahead and access the game guide. It tells you the benefits. Right now in game, you can only level up your skill worker to level 3. I have a sneaking suspicion that that's going to be extended down the road as we get more content in the game. But let's talk about actually the benefits of it. Level 1 skilled workers yield you 200 resources. Doesn't matter whether it's energy or food, it gives you 200 resources. If you level it up to level 2, it doubles the production, as you can see right here. It does cost a little bit more, and if you're strictly just working, you only have skilled workers, and you go and send them to other people's buildings, it gives you more than double the obsidian fee, or profit, I guess we should say. Gives you double, gives you 2.5 obsidian. If you're working your own buildings, it gives you 400 yield. Well, basically, if you're working in a food facilities, it'll give you 400 units of food, which is great. It doubles the production. Cost is only slightly higher. And the nice thing about this is the work time and the rest time are the same as level 1. So that's awesome. That actually gives you still have the same cycle that you had before, but you get much more production. If you go all the way to level 3, which I would suggest most people's goal is to at least get to level 3 with their skilled workers, you get 5 obsidian when you work other people's buildings. And if you work your own buildings, it's up to 600 units of food or energy or the building materials. So that's a huge boost for the same amount of time, slightly higher cost. So you have to keep in mind that the food cost is also slightly higher. But if you're getting 600 yield, and it only costs you 25 food, that's a huge boost. The only challenge that you're going to have early game, at least right now in game, is there's not a ton of level 2 and level 3 buildings to work in. So just keep an eye on that. I would still go ahead and move forward to upgrading them so you can use them and get the higher resources. Now let's go through the process and talking about what it takes to go ahead and upgrade. Jumping back over here, let's go to our inventory and go to our workers. I have one that's just about ready to complete. What we're going to focus on is the Shadow Realm. These are level 1s, and these two on the sides are level 2s. I've gone through the process, upgraded them, and you can see their actual icon, the NFT changes, which is pretty neat to actually see all that change happening. So what we're going to focus on is this guy right in the middle, and we're going to go through and upgrade him. In order to do that, you go ahead and you click on this little green circle. You see how it's brighter than the other ones. That means it's eligible to be upgraded. You can't be working on anything else. It has to be completely free and ready to be assigned to a job. So you go ahead and click on that. And the cost to go from level 1 to level 2 is 10 obsidian and 120 food. That's pretty cheap considering. I'm surprised more people aren't upgrading. And I think the main reason people aren't upgrading is there's not a ton of buildings that are level 2 right now. But it does take 8 hours. So once I hit upgrade, it's going to be unusable for 8 hours. And then we'll go ahead and be able to finish the upgrade. And I'll show you that with the other one I have. So let's go ahead and click upgrade. It's going to cost the 10 obsidian and the 120 food. It goes through the transaction. And you're going to see once we go through the transaction and it updates, there's going to be a timer on the bottom to let you know, if I scroll back down, this is the one that's upgrading. And you see upgrade complete in 7 hours and 59 minutes. So it's going to take a full 8 hours to go through the process. Once it goes through that full 8 hours, it's going to look like this. It's going to say finalize upgrade. So you will have to click on it to finalize and finish the upgrade process. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and see it change from this icon over to this picture, which is the level 2. So let's go ahead and click on that. So we'll finalize and do the transaction, and you're going to see the upgrade here shortly. And we'll be able to, I'll even show you me going ahead and putting it into a level 2 building. As we mentioned in previous videos, You can go ahead and work in your own buildings, or you can work in other people's buildings. In this case, I'm going to work in my own building. So you do see now that this is the level 2 icon, and it's going to produce a whole lot more. I'm going to put in my level 2 food building, which you see food right now is 180, so it's going to go up to 580 once I start the work process. So I go through, since I'm working my own building and I know exactly where I'm going to, I go and I click on the icon, select, and go ahead and add skilled worker. It's going to cost 20, and then give me 400 here. So you're going to see all these adjust here shortly. And there we go. You saw this go down by 20, you saw this go down by 20, and you saw this go up by 400. The only thing that you have to keep in mind once you go through the process of upgrading these, just watch your storage limits. So if I went ahead and ran 3 of these, I would run out of storage and it'd be a problem. So you either have to upgrade your storage, which we've showed in another video. You go to your profile and you can upgrade the storage here, which costs 600 building material and 150 obsidian. Or you can just do it one at a time, convert it into obsidian, and go that route. So just keep an eye on your storage. I hope this video is helpful, and let me know down in the comments below if you have any additional guides that you would like me to do. I'll talk to you later. Bye.